Hey guys, so we're doing a bit more on Ash's fucking tow bar. I've just cut this box, so it's a box to fit over the bit of box that the tongue slips in. So you got to have a bit at the edge, just to stop it from spreading out with the tow bar. That's a tight fit, so you got to hit it on. As you can see, I've only just hit it on now. Well, it's not all the way; it's got to be flush. This bit here is going to go under there. Even, of course, and that's where the big holes are going to go through for the D-shackles and shit. So I've got to cut the center out of here, weld it to that, and weld everything together, etc. And this doesn't fit yet. I'm still going to make it fit. So pretty much what I'm doing that at the moment. I got to fix all these welds because it fucking gas ran out when I was doing them. So I'm going to have to grind them off and do them again. They got fucking shit in them. Shit inside the welds and they all bubbled and shit, so I'll get onto that. It's amazing what a bit of fucking gas will do. Oh gee, I did it in sections because I had to weld the other side. Welded the front, welded them ones, oh can't see that, and I welded around here. So can't see. So I missed that corner. My bad. I've still got to do these welds down here. Probably might need. I don't think I will actually have to need to. I might do a stitch in the middle, but all good now. Yep. I'm gonna leave that to cool down. And do something tomorrow, I guess. Still got to drill the holes there, and the one that goes through the pin. So, all good. See you later. Alright, so we're finally back working on Ash's fucking shit heap. Ta-da! Now, I was noticing this corrosion on the PCM was getting a bit worse and worse, as time went on. So obviously a bit of residue from that foam went inside the car. Now we washed all the outside of the car. We haven't done the inside because we've got shit in there. So PCM was there, as you know, there's the wires for them. So I pulled it apart. So the insides, thank fuck, don't look touched. Because if I actually show you what it did to another circuit board. Now this is my little rattle gun. This was out charging one of my batteries. I don't know if you can see it from the sun. There we go. See, that was 6 months old. All that white shit, it's just foamed up around everything. It's fucking right there, corroded and snapped. That was brand spanking new pretty much. And got fucked up. You can see all the heat warps and everything through it all as well. So that got mighty fucked up. So I don't want that to happen to this. Thank God it hasn't gone inside. I'm going to give it a dust over anyway. But the outside we're just going to sand. I'm probably just going to paint it blue. It's the Kill Rush shit we use. It's either fucking blue or red. I don't have much red left, so blue it is. Not it's going to be a standout piece or anything. It's just going to be behind the dash. I just want to stop all that corrosion before it actually gets inside and fucks that, because that will fuck that real quickly. Other thing I'm going to do tonight is these rust holes. Now it was sort of like bubbled here, so I've done it the really, you could say dodgy gun. This is a needle gun, or pin gun as you call. Just hit it, it shoots those needles out and just hammers anything out. So it's to scale rust off, not meant for bodies, meant for like chassis rails or harder shit, but I like to get shit done and I don't want to miss a bit, so I beat the shit out of it with the needle gun. Thank God there is a hole, but there's a sheet behind it, so I'm just going to weld that to that. Stitch, 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 bit of goop, and we're just going to paint that probably blue again because I don't have any green. Because we're still waiting on the paint, see what the insurance is going to do about the paint. So I'm pretty sure me and Ash will be painting it ourselves. So we'll sand that off and do it later, but I just want to get rid of that rust now. And the rust down here, so there's a little bits here, same deal, hit it with a pin gun. That's the red colour it used to be, the car. Here's the hole that's on the outside of the car because that's the pinch weld. So the inside of the car starts about here. So I'll weld that up, probably put a little plate behind there and weld that. Same with that. And I'll stitch and get all that. So those two aren't actually as bad as I first thought they were. We still have to worry about this one in here. See that? All that broken factory goop. All of that. And that's metal and shit. There's actually a crack there and it's rusted. So that's just on the inside of the wheel well on the other side. So me and Ash are going to have to pull all this out. I'll probably just hit that with the pin gun. It's brutal as hell, but it gets down to business really quick and sorts it out. So we'll do that while we're waiting to know what's going on with this fucking paint. So as you can see, it used to be a really nice colour. And up the top, bubbled. Top's not so bad because the carpet was on top and it melted the shit out of the carpet. The bonnet, look at that. The bonnet was up. Absolutely fucked that. That looked like the door. So they're trying to lowball it, saying it's not worth a 6G quote because we got a professional painter to do it. Don't mind Ash's touch up with the wrong coloured paint, but they reckon it's not worth $6,000. They're looking at giving us $1,500 for it, which is pretty shit, but understandable because it's not an actual customer car. It's Ash's car, which he's a customer, but he's not a proper customer of the workshop. So only parts is what the tax is on. So a little bit shit, but at least it's something we can fix up. Look at fucking stains and shit from where the plastic melted. Look at that. Nasty as hell. So at least we get to do something with it. Not a big deal. Alright, I'll update you as I go. Alright, so pretty much this is all I'm doing tonight. So I cleaned it up, welded it. So a bit hard to see. There we go. So got all that done. This one I've only really just tacked it in a couple of spots and then just gave it a quick finish. I'm not too sure how much he wants to get this done. So maybe a bit of rust kill along this will sort him out. But obviously I was doing that properly because you can see that you can't see. I'll have to ask him to see how hard he wants to go at this, but I've gotten all the rust off. Minus the, like, the paint looks like it's rusty, but it's not. So I've gotten all the rust off. I've just tacked it back together. It's not actually through the car because, you know, the seal's up here. This is just a tag underneath. So I have to see what he wants to do about that. That one's done. I painted the PCM. So got a little bit of grinding dust in it. So the other ones are under here. So I wouldn't get grinding dust in them. You can see them, nice and pretty. So that's just the Kill Rust Blue. This is the PCM itself. So would have preferred to, you know, sand it up and polish it, but I really just didn't want to take the chance with it. Just wanted to fucking paint it and make sure she's good. So got that done, and yeah, I might swing Ash a text and see how far deep he wants to go into this, because we'll be stripping it back and doing it, painting it later. So I'm just trying to run through and get the paint. I'm just gonna probably find whatever colour I've got and go with a bit of paint, fuck that over. See how we go. But I have to ask him how deep into it he wants to go. Alright, that's it for tonight. I'll see you later. Alright, so I'm doing a bit of rust stuff. Me and Ash are media blasting the inside of this on the weekend. So I thought I'd run around and check out the suspect holes. You know how there was, well, actually I'll show you this one up the top. Yeah, I'm sort of suspect about that shit over there. And it was similar on the other side. I started hitting it with the pin gun and cunt's fucked. This looked completely fine from the top, but there was a little bit of shit on the bottom. So, pin there, I'm assuming that's going to be fucked by the look of it. So, pulled all this off. You see all these plates and shit. How much rust it's had cut out of it in previous. Fucking there. Here's more. This is why I did the floor, because there was a little bit of fur on the bottom from where they've done the other plate on top of it. Fucking yeah, and that one's been replaced. Got a hole cut out and shit done there. So I've just been running around with the pin gun, smashing this. See, that one's been replaced. Fucking chunks out of it everywhere. Yeah, I'm just prepping it to media blast with ash so we could paint everything and start putting the interior back together. But these fucking rust holes, I swear to God, be the end of me. So we're going to media blast, the rail, column, pedals, wall, floor, everything, and then give her a good paint, put it back together. Ash has got new carpet coming, and we can start putting everything on. He's got his fucking snorkel off. So this is the midweek update. That's what I'm doing this fucking shit. I'm gonna be pulling this off and having a good look under there, and then that way all the insides will be done. There'll probably be a bit underneath, but I don't know if we'll worry about that. And then it'll be just sand all the outside, do a bit of body work, a couple of dents everywhere, and then give her a good paint. She'll be good again. Got to finish the tray off, paint the tray, etc, etc, do all that sort of shit. Fucking get this cunt plumbed up with the water pump and shitload of work. But I'm working on the rust with Ash this weekend, so it's gonna be fucking rusty and shit there. Guess I'll update you tomorrow night of what I've done. Yeah, alright, sweet as. See you tomorrow night. Alright, so did a bit of soda blasting. I've stripped everything back. You can see the shiny spit. I've got it up in the air at the moment with the forklift, so it's pretty fucking up there. I'm checking the floor. See them ones? And some on the other side. Some up in here. There. So that's where they have done the previous rust fix and didn't do it very well. So me and Ash will be fixing that shit sometime. Just bit of condensation coming out of the pot. Yeah, it was this one up here. So this one's been fixed before, so you can see someone's weld in there. That was all full of bog. Rust in here, so at the moment we're just doing the rust spots, so get all that done. Can't open that, it's full of shit. Yeah, so as you can see, she's a snowy fucking surprise up in this bitch. But did over in that corner, this corner. Oh yeah, we stripped the interior again. Forgot to mention that. So you can see that shit up in there. There we go, pretty bad. So I'm gonna fix all that. Shit falling everywhere. So yeah, got a little bit of house shit, some water tanks and everything, and then me and Ash will probably be back here this weekend, hopefully, and we'll get a bit more done. Alrighty, bit of the update. This is all the shit me and Ash cut out. So you can see where they layered bits on top of each other and didn't clean it properly, and it was fucked. So that was the outside of that one. Just fucked. Yeah. So that was a big one, that one. So pretty much Yeah, hang on. I didn't film anything. I put up the photos. I put photos through. Alright, so this one, the floor's all done. Got the goop all swelled up on the bitch. A light coat of blue kill rust. Up under here is all done. Well, not done, because I can't stick me torch, so I can't fuck show you. There. Alright, so this one I just tacked on there. At the moment there's, because there was 3, well, like rust holes straight through this bit. So I've tacked that on there. I've got to break this back off, weld in there, and come on the outside and finish that off, because Ash didn't make it long enough, the bloody Jew. But done this one, done the floor. This is the last bit that goes on the outside. So done that big one. It was massive, fucking went all the way up to there and shit. So that's got goop swiped all over the bitch. What else did we do? Yeah, this is the one I was talking about that Ash didn't make long enough. So I've still got to, yeah, just do here and that hole there. This is the hole you could see. So now I've just got to grind that flush, make it look pretty, and put the other one on the outside. Once that's all good, tack that back on. That was a bloody mess, that one. See, their previous welds and everything, and they did all their here. There was some here, and I tried to cover it, and I made a bigger hole, and it ended up being bigger than I wanted, but it's fucking there. So this side's still very holy, haven't done anything, made a template for it. Get that out of there. So she's very fucking holy, that one. So yeah, we're going out home. It was only we did Sunday tonight. Saturday we were doing the house stuff. So hopefully get a good crack at it next weekend and get it done. And hopefully we can get some rust inhibitor, like undercoating, because I went to the shop and they didn't have any, so I have to get some of that shit, and then we can start putting everything back in and together finally. Thanks guys, and see you next week.